Well, hello. Welcome back to another exciting edition of Coffee with Steven. So this week's blog is entitled Go East, Young Man. There's been a lot of you, me included, that have looked at California, and honestly, it's not just California. It's California, it's Massachusetts, it's Virginia, it's New York. You've looked at a lot of these states that we currently reside in, and we say, the lack of freedom here is suffocating. Maybe we should consider moving to another jurisdiction. In fact, one of the things that's really fascinating being involved in the CCW market is looking at the CCW renewal numbers. And one of the major reasons why people do not renew their CCW in California is because they've left California completely. They're no longer residents of the state. What's interesting are the other side of the political aisle's interpretation as to why people are leaving. They're leaving because they're racist, they're homophobic, there's all sorts of different things. People that subscribe to what I refer to as a more Marxist philosophy say, well, they're leaving exclusively for economic reasons, right? We have these taxes and we have these regulations that make life so much substantially better, and these haves, these people that have acquired wealth, typically at the expense of other people, they're simply trying to move to another jurisdiction in order to protect their wealth, or alternatively, to exploit more people in this other jurisdiction. Frankly, I don't buy that. I'm also not entirely sure that I buy we're moving east simply for freedom, argument as well. I think that it's a mix of why people are leaving California. There's definitely high prices and things like that, but the reality is there's a lot of things that go into living in California that make it difficult to live in California. Gun rights being obviously one that's near and dear to my heart. Before, I used to tell people I completely understand, I'm not moving, I'm going to be part of the resistance, right? I jokingly would refer to that. But something Sandy said that really got me thinking. She said, all these patriots are leaving our state, and they're going places where they're effectively bringing California policies with them. Not necessarily that they themselves are problematic, but a lot of the people that are following in their footsteps are bringing California policies with them. We need people to stay. We need people to stay, and we need to turn this state. And she's very, aggressive about that. And I thought, maybe that's actually a good way of looking at things. Maybe rather than taking all of the economic requirements that are part and parcel of moving to another jurisdiction, maybe if we paused and said, okay, I'm completely prepared to move to Texas, to Idaho, to Arizona, but before I do, I am going to run for city council. I am going to run for the school board. I am going to run for state senator, okay? If people with the kind of mindset that's necessary to leave the state for freedom were to stay behind and instead insert themselves into the political drama that's unfolding, we might actually have an opportunity to change California back. So the purpose of the blog is really a call to arms. It's an encouragement for everyone to get involved politically, not just by voting. That should be part of the equation no matter what, but by actually running. I'm encouraging you. Run for a local office. We can turn this state around. As always, I want you to train constantly, consistently, repetitively, and with purpose, and above all else, stay safe.